Hello, welcome to this ASILI Global Update. I'm coming to you from our headquarters in Utah, USA. My name is Brent Morrill, CEO of ASILI, and I'm excited to have you join us. You may be joining us from Asia, you may be joining us from North America, Latin America, Europe, wherever you're joining us from for this update. I welcome you. I'm glad you're here with us. I spoke with you a few months ago, right in the middle of the COVID concern and pandemic. We talked at that time about all of the difficulties that people are experiencing and the fact that we can get down on ourselves and we can start to really worry and get down and become paralyzed with worry. And at that point in time, I encouraged you to accept an invitation to reach out to friends, to reach out to those that you haven't spoken with in many years maybe, to reconnect with people. And I have been doing that since that call, and also I hope that you have as well. I hope that you've been doing that, reaching out to friends, reaching out to people that you know, just checking on them, not from a business perspective, but just from a concern and a love perspective that you have for these people who've impacted your life in the past. I hope you'll continue to do that, because one way to make it through a difficult experience like this is to serve others, is to think about others and be concerned about others. And that's really what we at ASILI do. We are concerned, and you as ASILI ambassadors know this, that we're concerned about others. We try to bring happiness to other people. That's the main focus of ASILI, is bringing happiness to other people, whether it's through our products, through our business opportunity, or just through association. We're focused on bringing happiness to people of the world. And you as ambassadors, you're the voice of ASILI in trying to accomplish that. So I encourage you to continue with that objective. Follow that invitation, accept that invitation, and reach out to people. Reach out to people that you haven't spoken with in years maybe, electronically, and speak with them and see how they're doing and tell them that you've been thinking about them. It may or may not turn into a business opportunity. The business should take secondary position to reaching out and being concerned about people. So, ASILI update. What has ASILI been doing during this period of time? Well, ASILI's been growing. It's not been an easy growth because it's been transition. We are accustomed and used to meeting people face to face, going to the coffee shop or having big meetings, doing things like that face to face. Well, now we've had to learn how to do it electronically with our computer or with our mobile phone and communicate with people through our mobile phone, through our computer, via Zoom or any of the other electronic means of communication. And so it's been a change. It's been different for us. We've had to learn and grow, the company as well as ambassadors. And some of you are doing remarkably well. You've taken to this challenge, you've accepted the challenge, you've set up processes by which you can still do your reaching out and training to people, to reaching out to prospects and training new ambassadors, and having opportunity meetings, doing product training, all of those things you've been able to do. And I commend you for that. And if you are kind of uncertain about doing that, I encourage you to just jump in and start doing it and start reaching out to people electronically. This is the new way of doing business. We were headed that way anyway, from a world perspective, a global economic perspective. The pandemic just accelerated it. And so it's time for all of us to move in that direction. Now, the good news is this pandemic is going to come to an end. Experts are saying that a vaccine is coming. There are many countries around the world developing vaccines, specifically here in the U.S. The debate is not whether or not a vaccine will come, and for those who want to take it, that it will work, but the debate is how soon it will come. Some people are saying early 2021, others mid 2021. I haven't heard anything later than that. So this pandemic is going to come to an end. But now is the time we can really build a solid foundation in our business, in your teams, that we can continue to accelerate and grow after the pandemic winds down. So I want to talk a little bit about what has happened with ASILI, some of our updates. As you know, we started in South Korea. This was back in 2018. Following South Korea and a strong start there by our Korean ambassadors, we opened Colombia. And Colombia now is hitting new records each month. Even during the pandemic, last month they had their best sales month on record in Colombia. And I commend Patty and the other Colombian ambassadors and Carol and her staff there working through this difficult time to prepare Colombia to have such strong success, and we encourage them as they move forward. We then went to Mexico and opened to Mexico. And Mexico has had ups and downs during the coronavirus, many lockdowns, complete lockdowns, as Colombia had, as Korea had. And so it took some time to get Mexico up and running and operating correctly and getting the right leaders on board. And we're at that point. And we have very strong leaders there now, and they're starting to grow. Mexico's starting to grow, and it's a large market, tremendous potential. And we have a new diamond in Mexico, and I will reveal who that is in just a moment. We can talk about that. And we look forward to what Mexico is doing for other parts of the world. People in Mexico are reaching out to other markets, and we'll talk about that again here in just a minute. From Mexico, we turned to the U.S. Now, you would think that we would start with the U.S. because we're headquartered in the U.S. But it was natural for us, for Dr. Cutler and myself, to focus on these other markets where we had leaders that were ready. Korea, Colombia, Mexico, leaders who were ready to take the challenge and start to grow and spread the ASILI message. But we've now turned to the U.S. and we're spending some time and paying some attention to the U.S. So we look forward to some growth there and in the near future as we introduce tools and business models here in the U.S. So that was really phase one, those four markets: Korea, Colombia, Mexico, the United States. Then we moved into phase two, and that was reaching out really from an NFR basis into other markets. One of those was Japan. Reaching out into Japan and starting an NFR model, a not for resale, consumption only based model in Japan. We also started doing that in the Dominican Republic. And with that, actually back with the U.S., Puerto Rico being a U.S. territory, Puerto Rico was part of the U.S. opening, and Puerto Rico has been strong almost from the beginning with the leaders there, and we commend them for what they've accomplished. But we've also started doing business in Central America as part of this phase two. So you start down near South America and you have Panama and Costa Rica and Nicaragua, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Belize. I think we've got them all there. All of those markets, people interested in the message that we're providing. And this is really coming between Colombia in the south and Mexico in the north, these leaders have connections into Central America. And that's why those markets are now open for, it's a bit of an NFR model because the shipping can be difficult, but we're working toward full on-the-ground operations there. So that's phase two. Now phase three, we're in the middle of phase three, and it's an exciting phase to be in. We started with Spain. Spain is also an NFR model. We're shipping the product from the U.S., but Spain has been very successful. There's some strong teams in Spain coming from some leaders in Mexico, and these teams are showing tremendous growth, and the products are a great fit for them. So that's a good doorway or gateway into Europe, and will lead to bigger and better things in the future. In the Americas, phase three includes Ecuador. opening in Ecuador. We're preparing that. It is very, very close. The company is set up, the bank account is set up, the product registration is very close to being finished, and so you'll hear more about Ecuador as we go forward over the next few months. Be prepared for that if you have contacts in Ecuador that would be interested in this opportunity and these products. We would love them to join the ASILI family. Now let's focus, actually let me stay on the Americas. Let me stay in the Americas because we introduced the ASILI Moringa Pet product. And we introduced that product and it's been very, very successful. We introduced that product in the U.S. And as we introduced it in the U.S., there were people from Canada who expressed a lot of interest in that product. And so we started preparing the Canadian market. And so that market, Canada, is part of phase 3, and we're working toward getting the pet product into Canada and our other products into Canada. It's a natural market, international reach. Many people live in Canada from around the world. It's a cosmopolitan country, for lack of a better word, and so we're excited for those who will join us in the near future from Canada and those that are already joining from Canada. So that should take care of the Americas. Update on the Americas. Let's switch to Asia. Asia is a complex continent. Many different cultures, many different languages, many different rules and regulations and so forth, many different economic styles of doing business. It's a great opportunity, and I've done business in almost every country in Asia, excluding just a couple where the governments won't allow the business to happen, but almost every other country. And what I found about Asia is you have to be ready when you go in there. When you introduce a product there, you have to have the inventory. Everything has to be set up because they're going to go, and they're going to go fast. And we've experienced that in Taiwan. We opened Taiwan for a pre-launch period over the summer, and in August it was the official month for Taiwan. And September we're into the second month. And we've seen remarkable results there with the staff working with the local leaders on really pushing and growing the Taiwan market, and also now reaching out into other markets in Asia. Taiwan, our general manager, Virgil, and his staff, Maggie and Kevin and Ken, those four are critical. We have other staff now that are coming on board to support that market and the greater China region. And what we've noticed is they love Boost. That's my favorite as well. Actually, it's purple. They prefer purple over Purple Boost. They're sister products, as we know, and they're consuming and selling the benefits of Boost in the country, and we find that to be a very positive thing. So we commend those in Taiwan, and we're trying to keep up with them. The leaders there, some of the leaders are really driving hard and moving fast, and it's a concentrated group, but they're strong leaders, and we're glad to have them as part of the ASILI family to share the ASILI message. Also part of phase 3 in Asia is the Philippines. Now in the Philippines, it's an interesting market because it's very different than Taiwan, but the Philippines is an exciting market, and one thing about the Philippines is they love product. The product is very important to them. It needs to work. It needs to be functional. And we have some teams coming on board there that we're very excited about. We have a good staff there with Beth and Penny. There's the two main people leading the charge in the office there, and we're just set up. And we're right in the middle of having everything ready to go, but we are shipping product to the Philippines. So if you're interested in learning more about the Philippines, speak with your local office and they can give you more information of, okay, I have contacts in the Philippines, what do you do? What are the next steps for you to do in the Philippines? What products will be there? We're leading with Boost and Purple and ProBio, those three. So Purple Boost, regular Purple, and ProBio are the first 3 products we're leading with there in the Philippines. And we are shipping product, and we are fulfilling orders in the Philippines. We are paying commissions. So we're completely ready and operational there in the Philippines. We're also working on another market in Asia that it's still probably 3 or 4 months out, but that is Thailand. I'm very familiar with the Thailand market and the people and the goodness of the people and the energy and the drive that they have to succeed, the entrepreneurship in Thailand. And so we're working there, and we're in the middle of the registration process and setup there. And so we will let you know in future communications the status of the Thailand market, and you should look for something over the next 3 to 4 months on Thailand and being able to start doing business in Thailand. So that doesn't mean that that's the end of the list. There are other markets that we're looking at. We're looking at big markets and small markets, and it really what drives us to a market is seeing the right leadership in the market, seeing that there is an opportunity with trained, experienced people who know how to take the message and share it with the market. And if we can find that, that is ideal. Then we can invest the money. Opening a market is generally very expensive. It's a big investment, and so it requires that we find the right leadership before we're willing to make that type of investment. And so if you have a market that you're interested in, step back and think, okay, are the leaders that you know in that market, do they have what it takes to really lead that market to success? And in these markets that we're already working on, yes, the answer to that question is yes, but we're excited to bring on more leaders. So please reach out to your contacts who might be interested in being part of the ASILI family in any of the markets that I've mentioned. Now this is Boost. I drink about 2 of these a day. Sometimes I'll drink Purple in the morning and Boost in the afternoon. I always drink Boost before doing some sort of presentation. And I didn't have very much, so I'll have another sip right now. This product is remarkable. It's not just an energy and a focus product. In the U.S., we talk about 3 things: energy, mental focus, and appetite control. But the product is so much more, and we'll be sharing more information on this product in the very near future. And the benefits really to mental performance and intellectual abilities to perform under stress and so forth. And those benefits are tremendous. We'll be sharing more with you about those in the future. Now, we've had many people ask us for a product that is unique, a product that actually can provide strength to the overall body. It's a daily consumption product, and its ingredients have shown to improve the overall wellness of the body. All of the organs, how the body functions, the digestive system, everything, just an overall wellness product that's a tremendous kind of miracle type product. Now, there is no such product as one product solves all problems, and we don't claim that any product solves any type of or detects any type of disease. But there are some products that are very unique in that they can touch various aspects of wellness. And if you recall, the 4 areas of focus for ASILI Wellness is core, with cleanse, optimize, rejuvenate, and energize the body. And through this whole pandemic, it's become very clear that healthy people generally fare better than unhealthy people when they contract the virus. So our focus on helping people be healthy is right in line with everything that we've been taught from when we were young, is that we need to stay healthy and we need to be healthy. So with that in mind, we're introducing a new product. This is called ASILI Green. It's a very creative name, I know. I'm kidding, it's ASILI Green. So we have ASILI Purple And now we have ASILI Green. There's a tagline associated with the title, a subtitle with this green product. It's called, and the subtitle is Powered by Moringa. So ASILI Green, powered by Moringa. Now Moringa is one of these unique plants that has dozens and dozens of health benefits. And so you can look those up. You can look those up and you can look at, okay, how does the Moringa plant, and this is full spectrum Moringa, so it's got the various elements of the Moringa plant in it. How does this plant, coupled with everything else that's in ASILI Green, how will it benefit you as an individual and your family? What we have found is that we combined the Moringa product, the Moringa ingredients, the ingredients from that plant, with 45 other ingredients. These are fruit extracts, these are vegetable extracts, enzyme ingredients, minerals, other aspects like that are beneficial to the body. And so we're really excited to introduce this ASILI Green product. It'll be coming out very, very soon, over the next few weeks. It's an exciting product. It tastes good. It looks good, nice and healthy and green, that bright, vibrant green. And we're excited to be able to share this. It'll initially be introduced in the United States with NFR into Canada and also in the Philippines. And so that's where you'll see this product first introduced. Other markets, we will introduce it there as we complete registration, product registration, and as there is demand from the leadership teams in each one of those markets. So we're excited to introduce this product and excited for you to try it. So there's one more thing I wanted to cover today, and I'm going to use my computer to help me with this because I don't want to forget anyone. And that is our Diamond Club. Those who have either advanced to the Diamond Club or who are advancing within the Diamond Club. And we will do an official recognition and celebration with each one of these individuals in their respective countries. But I can't be there in person. I can't be there to put the pin on the lapel or on the dress. But I wish I could. And as soon as I can start traveling again and get into a country without being quarantined, I'll be on the road, as will Dr. Cutler. And so we look forward to that. But I want to recognize 5 new diamonds in ASILI that have happened over the past few months. First of all, 3 from Korea. Miss Kim Mi Kyun, Mr. Lee Young Woo, and Mr. Lee Jung Hee. I think Mrs. Lee Jung Hee. Let me make sure I get that right. I've got to grab something. Hold on. I want to make sure I got that correct because yes, Miss Lee Jung Hee from Korea. So those 3, once again, Miss Kim Mi Kyun, Mr. Lee Young Woo, and Miss Lee Jun Hee. Congratulations to you on achieving the rank of diamond, and I look forward to being able to be there and celebrate with you. Likewise, we have a new diamond in the United States. Mr. Samuel Lotta is a diamond rank in the United States, and he was one of the first diamonds in the United States. Congratulations to Samuel. And also Julieta Zamora. Julieta, a wonderful leader. She lives in Mexico. She builds her teams in Latin America primarily, and Julieta achieved the rank of diamond, and congratulations to Julieta. We're excited for what she has accomplished and to be the first diamond in Latin America. Congratulations to Julieta. We also have a new white diamond at the rank of white diamond, and that's Mr. Paul Chang. Now, Paul is from Taiwan. Remember, we just opened Taiwan over the summer and August, and here we are in September, and Paul has already achieved the rank of White Diamond. And congratulations, Paul. I've met with Paul 2 or 3 times in person in Taiwan before the pandemic, and he was waiting for ASILI to come, patiently waiting, and he came on board, and he has had tremendous success in Taiwan, and we look forward to great things from Paul and his team and the other leaders in Taiwan as we not only grow in Taiwan, but as we spread out to other areas in Greater China as well as Southeast Asia. And lastly, I'd like to recognize the blue diamonds, the new blue diamonds in ASILI. And we have, first of all, in Korea, Mr. Jung Min Hyuk and Miss Chun Yoon Kyun. Congratulations to Mr. Jung and Miss Chun. We look forward to their continued success. They're a great couple. I've had many calls with them on the phone, video conferences with their teams, and they're accomplishing amazing, remarkable things. And we're excited and happy for them and look forward to continued growth. They care about people. They care about helping people. And that is the real reason of their success, is who they are in their heart. And congratulations to them. And here in the United States, we have our first blue diamonds in the United States. Miss Reagan and Mr. Ryan Goss. We're happy and excited for Reagan and Ryan. I've met with them personally before, and I've also been on the phone with them and interfaced with them, and they're amazing people. They've been through challenges in their lives, medical challenges and difficulties, and they have risen to the occasion each time. And they're developing amazing teams around the world simply by reaching out. And all this has happened, all of these rank advancements that I just talked about have happened during the pandemic. And so that's a remarkable thing. Congratulations to each one of you, and congratulations to each one of you who are part of these teams, of these leaders. You have great leaders that you can work with, and they care about you, and they want you to follow in their steps, their path towards success. And I know you can do it, and they know you can do it. So please remember that we're here for you. We care about you. We want you to be successful. We want you to enjoy these products and share the ASILI products. They're amazing products. There are many more products to come. We're excited to be able to introduce new products in the future, new markets to come, and you can be part of all of that. So thank you once again. Congratulations to our diamonds, white diamond, blue diamonds. Congratulations to each one of you. And I look forward to a very successful future with you, finishing out 2020 and getting to 2021 when we can all start traveling and meeting face-to-face again, spending a lot of time together. So I look forward to speaking with you again in the next few months or even sooner. So thank you again for joining tonight.